is that?
What are security screens? This is like the number one question that's being asked. And I got to back it up a little bit because it's all about being safe. And we know we lock our doors day or night. We know that maybe we carry a weapon somewhere in the home. We know that cameras and alarms can kind of sort of help us. The problem is it doesn't prevent the intruder from getting in. And that's where security screens come in. Security screens provide this barrier between you and your family and everything that's important to you and all that chaos out there. Creeps, criminals, mentally unstable people, kids just breaking in for the kicks of it, drug abusers. 1 in 3 have a weapon, a gun or a knife. This is not something to put off to another day. This is not something to say, it's not gonna happen to me. I hear all the stories.
I have been devastated. I feel like my sense of security and safety has been shattered.
I recall the story of this one family who was finally buying security screens because both parents work and the young kid came home from school, and while the young kid was home, a few guys broke in and he hid under the bed. Can you imagine both parents at work, the child frightened, hiding under the bed, and you get a call from your child and you're at work? What are you gonna do? Right, so this is the kind of thing where you just want to prevent it from the get-go. You don't want it to happen at all. Or another story from another client. He finally saved all the money, retired, moved to Las Vegas. He was less than 1 or 2 weeks in the home. And one night, someone broke in through his slider and tiptoed into the bedroom while he was sleeping alone. And next to the bedstand was his wallet. And the criminal tiptoed out with his wallet. Now the wallet's not a big deal to him, but the idea that he finally came to his forever home. He finally felt like this was his sanctuary. He said that the thing that bothers me most is not the wallet, but I just feel violated, vulnerable. He has a kind of PTSD. So when these things happen, the child hiding under the bed, or in this case, the retiree being violated like that, the event is gone, but the feeling still remains. The home is never the same. You never go to bed again feeling like you're gonna get a good night's sleep. That child, when he comes home, he will always think about what happened that day. He won't want to come home. And if there's one thing I can tell you right now, it's good that you're here, that you're willing to stop and think about it, that you're willing to be prudent, to be sensible, to take action. Security screens look like ordinary bug screens. They attach to the side of your home. They look like solar screens. If you were driving by and you saw a home with security screens, you wouldn't notice anything. But if you went up and you touched it, you'd realize this isn't something ordinary. This screen is on steroids. I could almost slice my finger off with this thing. That's how strong it is. I've got this axe here. I can hit this. I don't want to destroy that tablet right there. Maybe I'll give that to the nice, fine young gentleman. I can hit this. Nothing happens. I can hit it over and over and over again. I can come over here. I can do that. No one's getting in. Now, this did make a crack in here, but I can't get my hand in there. This thing doesn't tear. It doesn't rip. I can't get anything in there. That's what a security screen is. It's this ultimate barrier between you and your loved ones and all that chaos out there. And that's where these screens come in. So when I wanted to keep my family safe when I was away, I did offer to get her the gun. She didn't want to shoot anyone. I did offer to get her the dog. She didn't want the dog to get hurt. So how am I going to keep them safe when I'm not there? You could get security film. Security film has its role. Now, we do a lot of security film for schools, for example. It's a very budget-friendly solution. It won't stop someone from getting in, but it'll definitely slow them down. You could get those rolling shutters, but you know how I feel about those. Those are great for like retail operations where you're closing up for the day, you're gonna put those shutters down, you don't want anyone coming in, right? But for those of us who live in our homes, we can't live with those shutters down all day long. There's no sun, there's no fresh air, I can't see out. It's really a prison. I think 3% of the world can live in a prison like that. So that's where this comes in. It really is a new solution to a big problem. Because it looks great on the home, you know, I like to say that security's never looked so good. And it's really like awesome security's never looked so good. People often say, yeah, well, I could get in there if I wanted to. It's true. I think you can get into anything at any time with enough time, tools, and energy, right? You could. But most people won't even try. You know, these bad guys are dumb, but they're not stupid. They're looking for that quick in and out. They're not gonna fuss with one of these and run the risk of getting caught. They're going to go next door or down the street where there's no protection at all. So these guys are good in a blink to discern which home is more vulnerable than the next. And that's the one they're gonna go for. So with these on your home, what you get is, you get a sanctuary. And once you have it, you know, I tell people the only bad news is, once you have it on your home, you're never gonna wanna live in a home without it again.